My name is Klaus Niederländer. I'm the director of Cooperatives Europe, which is the European region of the International Cooperative Alliance. Our role is, in fact, to bring cooperators and cooperative organizations from the different European countries together for joint action. Most of the time it's actually bringing up what is this joint action, and some examples of that, what we see in today's challenges, financial crisis, we see a re-emergence of cooperative approaches like in Greece. One is the potato movement, which is actually an action of people pooling their resources together in order to jointly buy the basic staple foods of feta, cheese, milk, and the like directly from local farmers. So it's back to the origins of cooperators, of linking agriculture with consumption, cutting out the middleman, making it affordable food at quality price. The other action, for example, we can see, so this is more actually the basic challenge back to poverty alleviation. People have become poor again in Europe, in particular in the southern Europe, and they're addressing that. Another action is on the other side of the whole challenge on climate change or global warming or, well, the energy transition, which is absolutely necessary to preserve our natural habitat. And there we have the example, for example, of the renewable energy cooperatives. One example is in Belgium, EcoPower, which had been created already in the 1990s, at the forefront when renewable energy technology was still fairly new. And they have now 50,000 members. In Belgium, 1.5% of the Flemish electricity market, and they actually supply their members with purely 100% renewable energy. And it's, I think, what you see in there, the most important part is not the technology part or the field, it's a need. And where people come together. Alone we can't do anything about this energy transition, but we actually together can make a big difference. And in Belgium they've shown it, 2,500 other renewable energy cooperatives around Europe proving it as well. So I think there are today, just like 100 years ago, lots of opportunities for people to act together and change something. In 2014, we had the latest European Parliament elections, and for the first time we really were very active in the preparation of it, putting together sort of a cooperative agenda for parliamentarians to sign on a cooperative manifesto, where we put forward our slogan of people first, and putting that people should be at the center of preoccupation of economic and social activities, which was actually quite successful. We managed to sign on before the elections around 50 candidates, and out of which 30 got elected. So we have now a first group of parliamentarians, of co-op supporters, which is the first time in Europe. I know in some countries we have that already for some time. And it's an informal group. It's not that you have your badge or something, but it is really to sensitize these people for cooperative issues on a European scale, get their support when there are decisions to be made in the Parliament. And a first success, what we had already, is that the social economy intergroup was reinstated again just in December. So, and we were actively using our COP supporter group to promote that, and it shows you can do things. And today's workshop on international development provides us access to the head of the development committee. So I think it's a very important tool, and it sets also our general agenda, what we as cooperatives want to put forward. It is about the cooperative model of engaging and participating with people. It is about employment creation and looking for opportunities for young people as well. In terms of EU development policy, there has been some rethinking over the last 5 years to look more in a more active role of the private sector in development. At the same time, there's a lot of hesitance there. We don't want to have any sort of CSR red and green washing there. They want to have some serious development, local development in those countries. It was the right time for cooperatives to get engaged. We have done a lot of policy work and are now in the latest communications on the EU as our recognized role as a private sector enterprise, but also as a member of civil society organizations. I think that's very important because we are an enterprise. At the same time, we are democratically governed and owned by people, by members. So I think we help to set the framework now for us for action. At the same time, and today's conference was on that, we also set up an online platform of projects, cooperative organizations from around Europe to all over the world in 77 countries, more than 400 projects, worth more than 200 million euros. So it shows also that we are active already for a long time, and it provides a platform for collaboration among our European organizations and with our different regions of the International Cooperative Alliance, and really building a strong joint family of working together. And I think that was very much appreciated today, that we are an interesting actor who is on the ground already and who has that local expertise, the networks, and the knowledge to build a much more inclusive, sustainable development model. Obviously, youth unemployment is a huge issue in many countries around the world. At the same time, it's youth for us. It's a target group. It is, and the issue here is not just about the youth per se. It is about how you bring knowledge to them that they know about cooperatives, because what you don't know, you don't do. And cooperatives could be a solution for them to create cooperatives, to become active in cooperatives, and thereby find unemployment. And I think all our work is centering around that. So we have teamed up with the European Youth Forum to develop a brochure on how to set up cooperatives. We are now in the wake of setting up our European network of young cooperators, so that, because I think if you want to help young people, you need to have young people to help young people. It's a peer group which makes a difference, and that's really our effort. We will launch at our General Assembly in Paris to have a European network, which then can integrate into the international network around the world.